Please be seated. You have your seats there. Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you so much.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Yobe State, Alhaji Dr. Brian Gaydam, FNCA, FCNA, FCPA, the Executive Governor of Yobe State, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, Engineer Abubakar D. Ali, the Honorable Speaker, Yobe State House of Assembly, the Honorable Chief Judge and Grand Cadi, members of the National and State Houses of Assembly here present, the Acting State Chairman APC, members of the State Executive Council, the Commanding Officer 241 Reke Battalion Guru, the Commanding Officer 233 Battalion Damaturu, the Commissioner of Police Yobe State Command, the Director of State Security Service, the Secretary to the Yobe State Government, Special Advisors, Senior Special Assistant and Special Assistants to His Excellency, Permanent Secretaries, Chief Executives of Federal and State Boards and Parastatals and heads of extra-ministerial departments, the Executive Chairman of Local Government Councils, Your Royal Highnesses, Emirs and Mains, distinguished award recipients, our special empowerment participants, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad to address you on this August occasion, on the occasion of the presentation of Yobe State Merit and Productivity Awards and other activities lined up to make this event colorful and indeed memorable. May I inform from the onset once again, thank His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Gaydam, the Executive Governor of Yobe State, and the Deputy Governor, the Honorable Speaker, members of the National and State Assembly, and other distinguished ladies and gentlemen present here that have been able to be present to grace this important occasion. To me, as indeed to other members of the organizing committee, this is a clear demonstration of your unflinching support and desire to give honor to whom honor is due and promote productivity in the private and public sectors in Yobe State. I wish to inform this gathering that the primary objective of this award ceremony is to promote productivity consciousness among workers and organizations aimed at inculcating the ethics and values of hard work, discipline, patriotism, and selfless service. These noble objectives constitute some of the features of any responsible government. Occasions like this will therefore serve to galvanize all and sundry towards enhancement of productivity and efficient service delivery. It is relevant to point out here that the administration of His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Gaydam, FCNA, FNCS, FCPA, in keeping with the 2011 campaign promises and the Yobe State Socio-Economic Reform Agenda, or YOSERA, has charted out a clear policy direction aimed at making Yobe a dynamic economy and placing it on higher pedestal. This has resulted in taking the following measures. 1, government conducted a series of staff auditing and biometric exercises for eliminating ghost workers and creating a manageable, robust, and efficient workforce. As I speak, the Yobe State workforce stands at 26,265 workers. Out of this number, 5,474 degree HND and NCO holders were employed from January 2012 to date, and most of them are now serving as teachers and lecturers in our secondary and tertiary institutions in the state. At the moment, all salaries are being paid through the banks at both the state and local government levels. Not only that, all employees also promptly receive their salaries not later than the 25th of every month, even at this difficult time. Continuing in-service training and specialized training programs are being carried out in areas of health, education, engineering, and finance. Similarly, students undergoing courses in veterinary, human medicine, and nursing are placed on salaries and allowances to encourage them to graduate with ease. This year alone, 233 medical students presently studying at home and abroad were employed and placed on grade level 07. In order to boost ICT knowledge, workers are trained on computer applications in collaboration with the EU support to reforming institutions. A computer loan package was also introduced to encourage ICT use among civil servants. To this end, the first consignment of 500 laptop computers have been secured and distributed to organizations and individuals on loan. The introduction of civil service examinations for officers on grade level 7 and above is also meant to increase their knowledge and productivity in their day-to-day activities. The state introduced a number of welfare packages for its staff in the state, which include the owner-occupier scheme, which is being paid at 65% discount, payment of furniture loan, settlement of medical bills, and medical assistance to both civil servants and members of the general public. This year, the sum of $55,701,000 was spent on medical treatment of 146 persons, both at home and abroad. With regards furniture loan, the scheme was reviewed in such a way that the least amount payable is now $50,000, while the highest is $500,000. To date, the sum of $456,250,000 was disbursed as furniture loan to over 4,000 civil servants from 2011 to date. The state undertook mandate mapping of all ministries, departments, and agencies, which has been approved by the State Executive Council and duly gazetted. With this development, all ministries have clear responsibilities devoid of duplications and overlaps. In the area of labor relations, government maintains cordial working relations with its workers. That is why in 2011, when there were agitations for wage increase in the country, Yobe State was one of the first states to approve the 18,000 minimum wage in the country. In addition, the state also made substantial increase in the take-home of other workers earning above the minimum wage. In terms of pension, government has been prompt in the settlement of pension and gratuity of retiring workers. The sum of $2,337,866,520 naira was paid as gratuity to retirees from January 2012 to date. At the moment, we have 2,979 retirees receiving monthly pension in the state. The state has an automatic in-service training policy for all compound employees. From May 2011 to date, 1,750 employees have either undergone or are undergoing in-service training in various institutions at home and abroad. Out of this number, 525 are nurses who underwent specialized courses in various fields. Right now, 20 nurses will soon leave for India for training in orthopedics, anesthesia, pediatrics, and intensive care. In the area of scholarship, Yobe State has been giving bursary awards to its indigents in various institutions at home and abroad. In this regard, 14,461,000 were on scholarship in 2011, 16,701 in 2012, 17,852 in 2013, and 19,200 this year. Out of these, 1,200 students are currently studying overseas. You are also aware that under the dynamic leadership of His Excellency Dr. Brian Gaydon, far-reaching achievements have been made in all sectors. Think of the revitalization of the educational sector. Think of the efforts made towards promotion of agriculture, particularly provision of over 740 tractors, subsidized fertilizer, etc., to enhance farmers' productivity capacity. Think of the effort made in the promotion of healthcare delivery, including declaration of state of emergency in the health sector. Think of the provision of decent and affordable houses, solar street lights, and provision of township roads and drainages, as well as country roads linking all parts of the state, among other achievements which are crystal clear for all to see in spite of the security challenges. In addition,